So this is my quarantine look. I did it on purpose to let you know what, man, this is not the time to look good and all this. This is serious shit, man. Very serious shit. And we're capitalizing, unfortunately. I mean, it's not our fault that this thing happens, but if the stock market goes into chaos and panic, why not take advantage of this? There's money to be made, guys. There's money to be made. Panic means opportunity for me, okay? And so this comes to what I want to talk about. So today was a good example. We made money in the morning using the same exact process, okay? And then it came to a point where, oh my God, dude, do I stop trading or do I just keep going trading? I was only down maybe 10 cents on this position. I had like 4,000, 5,000 shares. So it was like $500, not that big deal. But I'm like, okay, man, I'm up like $6,000. No stress. And now it's a zombie hour. Okay, we have rules for the zombie hour. And so this was CTSO. What's CTSO at right now, guys? CTSO. We identified this early as a death line play. The guys in the chat room identified it. And so in the morning, we did our process. And we shorted it. And, we made money. So, using the same strategy, low risk, very low risk. Death lines are the great plays, man. There's plays, it's your job to basically search for these stocks. And ASTC was the hot chick of the day. So everybody was like, not even looking at CTSO. Good morning. And so, it was a great short in the morning. And then zombie hour came, it popped up. You see that? 601. So my average was around. So I did great on that stock. And then I went back in. Because it bounced back up to the 6 line. So I got in around. So my average was like 588 or something. And then it went to 610. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, here we go. What do we do? What do I do? So it comes to the topic of this, guys. When is enough enough? So I'm sitting there with just a $500 loss. No big deal. Then it kind of went up to like $1,000 loss. Maybe $700. It's not that much, right? So I know that if I waited and I fought, I'd probably break even again. But then I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? What if it didn't? What if it reclaimed? What if it went all the way back? And that would have just demolished my great day breaking the rules. Here is my opportunity to get out with a minimal loss. So I got out with a few $100 loss. Okay? And so, it's manageable. It's no big deal. So it comes to a point in your trading that you're going to come to a point where it's like, do I take the fucking loss or do I fight this shit? You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people this. If you are breaking the rule and you profit from breaking the rule, you will make just the minimum. But if you break a rule and you lose, you will often lose the maximum. Take a look at ASTC. Shorts are demolished. Shorts are demolished. You broke the fucking rule. You should not be shorting front side, low flow, all these things that we talk about in the chat room. I actually went long on ASTC, guys. I was very disciplined today. Even though I located 10,000 shares of ASTC, I never took a single short. Even though it looks so damn attractive at $4, $5, $6, $7. You know what I'm saying? And so we have these rules where it protects you. So I'll give you a good a rule, if it's over rotated by that many. So ASTC, the float was 4 million. If you take a look on my Twitter, man, I actually went long very early. I didn't hold it, obviously, because I'm not that good, right? I'm not a fucking, I'm not a psychic. So I sold it very early, but I made money. And so the rule is this: if the stock is so overly rotated and it's the hot chick of the day, and people are stuck upside down, there's a chance that it's going to teleport. And you saw the teleportation, right? It freaking teleported. Yeah, I needed my hat. It teleported. So if you did not have a stop loss and you are shorting, you are smoked. You go to the bathroom, it went from $4 to $7 in a blink. You come back, you are demolished. Game over, lights out. So those are things that, you know what I'm saying? So the times that you break the rule, you're often just scalping and making very minimal. But when you lose, you're demolished. So the same thing happened today. So I came upon, I had a great day. I was up like $6,000. So I'm like, so when you're up, you kind of get loosey-goosey, right? I got a little loose. I started to enter back to CTSO a little too early. Usually I have a sizing routine where I start really slow and then I add more size on the top. But this time I was like, I'm up. I'm going to start doing bigger size because I'm like, fuck, dude. I was so right on CTSO. Why didn't I go larger? I'm like, holy shit, please bounce so that I can do the makeup trade. I'm now up $6,000. I have cushion. Please go back up. I am going to monster size this motherfucker up and make up for my mistake. My mistake was not sizing appropriately because I was too chicken. But in fact, I made money because I sized appropriately. That's the thing people don't understand. Okay? You made money because you sized appropriately. The makeup trade is the greed trade, and you play the cushion game. We have this videos on cushion game. So it reaches to this topic I want to talk to you guys about. When is enough enough? What do you know? You get the fuck out. So I'm sitting there, just down maybe 15 cents on a $5,000 position, 5,000 share position, right? And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? There I go again. I have flashbacks from times like this where I'm up 6,000, 10,000, and then I get greedy because I use the cushion game, and then all of a sudden I'm down 10,000, 20,000 because I keep sizing up and I have cushion. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at my losses. Okay, I'm down 1,000, 2,000. I'm still up for the day. I'm down 5,000. I'm still up 1,000. Next you know, boom, you're red and you're in a monster position. That's the problem. And then when you sell, it's over. It's lights out because you are your worst enemy. You broke every rule. So it comes down to this. People are hiding P&Ls. The people, I'm seeing these guys try to hide it because their trading sucks. I'm not saying all, okay? There's some that's super great and it works for them. But we know who's good trader and who's not a good trader, right? If you are a good trader, you hide your P&L and you don't worry about P&L. But I see some of these guru-furus, they hide the P&L and they're fucking pulling out a calculator after each trade. I think I'm up. Let's figure out how much I'm up. So what the point is hiding your P&L if you're going to calculate your P&L in your head every fucking trade? Knowing your P&L, in my opinion, is very important. Unless you have a giant ass bankroll and you don't give a fuck. Okay? If you're a small trader, if you have a limited bankroll, knowing how much you fucking have to fucking get the fuck out is very important, guys. The guys that are hiding the P&L successfully, the guys that are seasoned veterans, they know how to trade correctly. They probably do not have a max loss, because if you don't know your P&L, how do you know what your max loss is? You see the hypocrisy. Oh, I'm going to set my max loss at this price, this amount, but I don't even know how much I'm losing for the day. Sometimes, so the problem with hiding a P&L is this. If you're a seasoned veteran, do it. It's completely fine. If you are not, in my opinion, hiding P&L is important to you. If you don't have much money, money is important to you. And the anxiety of not knowing is going to hinder your trading, in my opinion. People think it's going to make them a better trader. In my opinion, no, dude, because you're going to calculate this shit in your fucking head. If you have a small account, you're always wondering how much I have or how much I'm losing. And if you don't know how much you're fucking losing, guys, how do you know when to walk? You will always stop when your max loss hits. I don't want my max loss to ever hit. I should get the fuck out before my max daily loss hits, right? Hey, but how long have you been trading, Space Bull? But the thing is this, the guys that have a process, they can hide their P&L. That's completely fine. That's because you are predefining your entries and exits. But you're not winging it on the fly. That's the thing. I'm telling you, it works for some people, it doesn't work for other people. The problem is this. If you hide it, and you truly hide it, and you do not worry about the P&L, then it works. If you are constantly worried about the P&L, doing mathematics in your head, hiding P&L doesn't mean shit. All it does, it makes you more anxious and all that shit. You can try it all you want. But I'm seeing these guys hide it, and they're still trying to calculate it in their head. Knowing what my P&L is preserves my day-to-day. Okay? I can afford to lose 10, 20 grand. I don't, you know. But my point being is why. So knowing what my P&L is, I'm like, fuck, dude, do I really want to fight? If I'm going to eat this shit, I'm going to walk away. I'm cool. And another thing is this. If you on a regular payout schedule for your account, let's say like I'll make it up, every 10,000, you take your money out, right? You pay yourself a salary. Every 10,000, you take it out. And I'm right on the cusp of taking the money out. Why the fuck am I going to risk it? It's like a poker player. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. There's two types of poker player. You're in a tournament, and you're on the fucking bubble, and you have pocket jacks. Do you go all in? You should not. Even if you have pocket aces, what do? You're going to risk on the bubble? So the professional guys, there's two types of guys. Guys that go for the win and don't care about the money. And there's guys that are like, okay, man, fuck, dude, $10,000 is a lot of money to me. I'm right on the bubble. I'm going to fold every hand and not even try to tackle because even pocket aces get beat. Even pocket aces get beat. So it depends on you, guys. Everybody is different. Don't just blindly think of that. You know if it works for you, if money matters for you. If you're still calculating how much money you make after each trade, don't do it. Don't even hide the P&L because all it does is cause you more anxiety. You're anxious all the time. In my opinion, man, if you trade right, you don't need to do all these fucking idiotic band-aids. It's about self-control. I don't have self-control. That's why I leave the office. If I was a super good trader, I would fucking sit in the office and not click a button. But I know myself. I'm not, so I remove myself from the situation. But in my head right now, I'm always thinking, fuck, what's CTSO at? What's ASTC at? I could have made this, I could have made that. But the difference is this. I have anxiety now, but I'm not trading. The anxiety's in my head. I'm not trading. If I'm trading and I have anxiety, I'm fucked. You see the difference? I'm erring on the side of caution. I can have anxiety all day long, but money's not on the line right now. I have no open positions. I can mind fuck myself about how much I could have made, how much, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But imagine if you're hiding your fucking P&L, you're sitting fucking there and you're anxious. It's going to affect your fucking trade, guys. Bravo to the guys that have super discipline that don't have any anxiety about not knowing how much they make. I'm not one of them. In my opinion, not many people in the world are able to do that. Not many people in the world. So, fuck these guys that get on. I know one guy that does it. Tim Grograni is awesome. He's one of the best traders I know. He's fucking awesome, and he works for him because he has fantastic discipline, man. He knows himself. But for the rest of us who are not as good, that lack self-control, it doesn't work. When you look at the guys that are not consistently profitable, who are not real day traders, talk about this shit, and they think it's the cure-all. This is once again the holy grail bullshit. It's not that's not gonna make you a better fucking trader, dude. Learning how to properly trade, learning the process, learning the rules, learning risk management is more important to you than hiding your fucking P&L. Hiding your P&L is not the fucking savior to your fucking trading. Have you looked at other things before you hit your P&L? If you are so desperate where your trading is fucked up all the time, knowing your P&L is not the problem. It's the fact that you're not pre-planning your trades. You're not putting hard stops. You're not putting out orders to take the money. There's things called an OCO order, a conditional order, a trigger order, that says, okay, I'm going to place a trade. The moment I place a trade, I'm going to put a stop loss, and I'm going to put an exit for profit. It's going to do one or the other. If it stops out first, it's gone. If you take the profit, it's gone. That, to me, is how, if you wanted to trade, you trade. Then you can hide your P&L all the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. But that's the process. To be honest, guys, I tell you right now, when I'm trading, I don't look at my P&L. It's there, but I'm so busy focused on the chart, focused on the prints, focused on my trading, I don't even see my P&L until I exit the trade. Once I exit the trade, I look over, okay, I made money or I lose money. So I'm trading properly. Hiding the P&L is not going to do shit for me. It's going to make me more anxious. Learning how to trade properly. And when you trade properly, you focus on the process, not on the money. Does it make sense, guys? Focus on the process. Too many people focus on the money. And so when you're hiding your P&L, that's because you're focused on the money. You're still focused on the money. You think money is a big deal, so you hide your money. But you know what? In my opinion, man, you got to learn to trade correctly. If that still doesn't work, hiding your P&L, in my opinion, is not going to fucking help you. It may help you, some people, but I'm talking about the majority, okay? Every time I'm talking about the majority, there are always going to be outliers. There's always going to be people that, you know, that's going to help, that do well. So, in my opinion, stop focusing on hotkeys, on all these dumbass shit. Focus on learning how to properly trade. Learn the risk management. Learn the strategies, the rules. That you should focus on. I love seeing fucking P&L. Most people are into instant gratification, guys. And human nature is like that. I like to see the results. If I'm fucking working out for a fucking month and I can't see my weight loss every week, how the fuck am I going to be motivated to keep going? Hide your fucking weight. Keep trying to lose weight and diet for a fucking year. Maybe after a year you can weigh yourself. Fuck that shit. I like to see the results. When you don't see results, you get fucking sad and you cannot get over the good times. The hard times, I mean. So when I see progress, I'm doing well, it motivates me to work harder. That's human nature, man. That's the fucking truth. I'm not fucking like, if I'm dieting, I weigh myself maybe 4 times a day. Every time I take a dump, I weigh myself. Okay, I lost half a pound. You know, I'm not sitting here like I'm not gonna look at my weight because it's going to mess me up. Fuck that shit. I'm just being a real guy, guys. I'm not being one of these guys that are like, I am holier than thou. I'm better than you. I'm gonna hide my P&L. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna trade correctly. I'm not gonna care about how much I make or lose because you know what? That's insignificant. Bullshit. We're all trying to make money fucking trading. This ain't no fucking video game, dude. Even in a video game, you want the high score. Are you looking at your fucking health points? If you're hiding your fucking... If you're playing a fucking video game, okay? Whatever video game may be, everybody has a health point. You get shot, your health goes down. Are you hiding that health? Or do you look at the health and go, okay, maybe I need to get the fuck out and rest? You know what I'm saying? No one hides their fucking health meter when they're playing video games. If I'm playing Counter-Strike or Fortnite correctly, I don't need to hide all this shit. I'm just gonna play it and then all of a sudden I died. So I mean, that's my whole thing in P&L. If it works for you, it works for you. Okay? But I'm giving you the counter side, the more realistic side of most human beings, and I'm gonna tell you how to overcome that. You overcome that by education. People are hiding their P&L because they're so frustrated. They don't know what else to fucking do. But there are a million things you can do before you start hiding your P&L. Learn the process. Learn the rules. Back test. Be confident. Put your stops in. If all that doesn't work, then maybe. But you know, you don't just come and go, oh, I'm going to fucking solve everything because money has been my problem. Well, fuck, dude. That's just my opinion, guys. You guys can flame me all you want. If you have exhausted every single other educational avenue, then maybe. And even then, guys, if you can't fucking get it together, hiding your P&L is not going to save you. You were probably a good trader before, and you're now a better trader hiding your P&L. That's the difference, okay? It's right there, guys. If you're a shitty trader, hiding your P&L is not going to improve you. If you're a good trader, hiding your P&L make you a better trader. That's the bottom line. First, get to be a good trader before you do all these stupid ass tricks. Hiding the P&L actually made me a better trader but the thing is, I don't hide it. I don't look at it because I'm so busy, right? But guys, I was already a good trader. If I'm a shitty fucking trader, hiding my P&L is not going to fucking make me a better trader. So that's the difference. These guys that are hiding their P&L successfully are good traders to begin with. So my point is focus on becoming a good trader. Don't look at these guys that are great traders and then start to copy. It's a leveling up process, guys. You know, these guys have been doing it for a long time. They started as an amateur. They started as a beginner. Then they leveled up. your trading will level up. But you have to first learn the foundation. Okay, let's bring Alex on. Let me bring Alex on.
What's up, bro?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Do you agree with what I said? I mean, you can totally disagree. You know, we have different styles. Everybody has different styles.
Yeah. So let me kind of explain what I do, because like it's kind of similar. So what I do is I focus on the chart first. I focus on the lines, and then after the trade has been executed, I turn my head and I see how much money I made or lost.
That's exactly what I do.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, you and me have the proper risk management. You and me are trading with a lot more money, whereas someone that has a $5,000 account cannot afford to not know what the hell is going on, right? Like you said, if your health points are down in a video game, you're not going to just rush into the battle and keep going. You're going to go rest, find a health pack, and try to recover. And that's the point.
Yep, exactly, man. And the thing is this, in a perfect world, yeah, money don't matter, but we're not living in a fucking perfect world.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. And you said something else before, which was very important to me, was like sometimes knowing when to walk away is important. Like right now, bro, right now, what I do is my fucking trading setup is fucking closed because I don't want to fucking look at it, because I know that if I start looking at my setup, that I'm going to find trades that aren't there anyway. So everyone has their process, and everyone must do what they have to do to protect themselves from themselves. So
Yep,
for me,
that's why I leave.
yeah, and then we have to fucking, that's it. It just has to fucking go. But that's the point, man. The point is you got to find what works for your personality. And today, I lost, I think it was like $500 today, but I stopped out at 460 on ASTC, and it went to $7. Had I been stubborn, had I not followed the rules, I would have lost 4K. Instead, I lost 500, which I'll be able to make back tomorrow, and that's the whole point of this. The whole point of trading is to manage your risk and do it properly, so that one losing day does not wipe out your fucking week, your month, your year. And that's what we have to do as traders, and that's where stops come in. That's where all this education comes in.
That's where people that are losing money should focus their attention on risk management, not on hiding your P&L.
Correct.
It's like, if you're bleeding money, hiding your P&L is not going to fucking help you stop bleeding your money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and oftentimes, if you're focusing on the chart and doing it the right way, you're going to get paid out anyway.
Yep. So today what we did was we stuck to our process. I have a process that works for me. Alex has a similar process. It's not the same process. That's the key we want to tell everybody. You can make money trading different styles, different ways, and still be profitable both sides.
Correct. It's all based on your personality. So my personality is I like to focus on less. I like to focus on maybe one or two stocks because my attention span is kind of fucked up. I can only zone in on one, whereas Bao, he has his hands in everything because that's his personality. So you find what fits your personality, and then you create a process around that to make it so that it is repeatable and you could keep doing it over and over and over again. Sometimes the process is going to pay you big, like the $100,000 day on Tesla. Some days you stick to the process and you're going to lose. But on those days that you do lose, it's going to be small compared to everything else. And that's the fucking point.
Correct. And you know what, man? I'm telling you, you don't have to trade the same way. You can bet for singles and you'll hit the occasional home run, doubles.
Correct.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
It's
Or you can time it like Alex does. He does it wonderfully. He basically takes paper cuts, but he nails it. When he nails it, it's the giant P&L.
Yeah. And also I found what setups pay me out the most. So I found out that the first red day paid me out the most this year. So the first red day is a setup that I use the most size on and the most risk on, because based on my personal statistics and based on what I do, that's the one that pays out. That was Tesla. That was APT, that was the coronavirus stocks. All of them were massive winners. They were all the first red day. So if the first red day isn't there, I have no reason to bulldoze in a bunch of risk. And that's also important.
And that's why the anger comes to me when I hear these guys talking about hotkeys. You're losing money. What's the fix? You're too slow. Get hotkeys. You're losing money. What's the fix? Hide your P&L because you care about the money. What the fuck? They don't ever talk about risk management. They don't talk about the proper process.
Because they don't know, man. They don't know. They don't know that that's the secret. At the end of the day, if you are using hard stops, you are already ahead of all these people. Most people, what happens is, and I suffer from it as well, is deer in headlights syndrome. It's when you are wrong, you fucking freeze. You don't know what the hell to do. You're just trapped. You're literally trapped. And oftentimes that happens from one, not having a proper plan, happens from being undisciplined. And the fix for it, which is literally the easiest thing is just setting your stop and letting it do whatever it has to do.
You said it before. You should know that before you enter the trade. That's a secret, because when the time comes, you will not react. You'll be the deer in the headlights.
Correct.
So you have to do this well ahead of the time.
Correct. You always plan if things go right and if things go wrong. Where is your target when things go right? Where is your stop when things go wrong? And how are you going to be able to finesse around these levels?
We've had a lot of people find success that are working. They don't have time to look using OCO traditional trigger orders. So take a look at that. Tom Diesel does it. A lot of guys in the chat room does it. Join and we'll show you how to do it. You basically set all this, and you are assured that you're not going to blow up because you already have the stops. And using a market stop, don't use a limit stop because it can skip over. And so what if you have slippage? These guys, they got slippage. Ooh, but the slippage, let's say on ASTC, if your slippage was 25 cents, it's better than $2 slippage.
Yeah, exactly.
Whew, that's
it, man.
Anything else, Alex? Anything else anybody wants to ask? And then we'll end it with this. I want to keep it short and sweet.
Sure. I mean, I have one more thing to add that we're still working on. So a couple months ago, we announced that we have these new series coming out for annual and lifetime members. It's basically going to be a way for you to go from not knowing anything about trading to placing your first trade in 7 hours. So we just finished this video. Right now, the lifetime members are exclusively watching it and critiquing it and seeing how we can improve it. So within the next couple of weeks, we'll be releasing this for annual members and lifetime members.
I love this, because what we're doing now is, so thanks, Joe. Joe did it with the help of Alex and Tosh and whoever else. And it's now in beta testing. So that's how we do things. We don't just make things and put it out. It's actually being reviewed right now by our lifetime members. So our lifetime members are getting always access to the latest and greatest whatever projects we do.
Correct. And we're always trying to improve it. So let's say we missed something or we didn't put anything in there that we thought was valuable. The lifetime members kind of give us a check and make sure that's all good. So, and we also
this will be
use
included, Alex, right? Every lifetime and every annual will get it? Is that the plan?
Every lifetime and every annual is going to get free access to it for, as soon as it's ready. So we're still getting it all set up. For monthlies, we're going to try to work on something with them. But, this is pure gold, man. This is literally, if you know nothing about trading, to placing your first trade in 7 hours. So this accelerates everything. We have 650 videos in the library, and you could watch all of them. But this is a one go-to video that'll start you from A to Z. And that's what I think is important that people need as well.
Yeah, because man, I'm telling you, man, the problem is when you start, there's so much to learn. You don't know where to start. And we've been trying to wrap our heads around how to help those individuals. And we've been working on it. So sorry guys if you think we don't deal with it, but we've been dealing with this for like half a year, trying to make the video for you guys. So
yeah, we're working on it, man. We're working on it. But I mean, side note, bro, when are you gonna go to your barber? When am I gonna go get a haircut, man?
Dude,
I'm going crazy.
Oh my god, dude, I'm going nuts here, bro. My hair is so long, I can't even stick it underneath my freaking hat, dude.
Bro, I never thought I could miss my barber so much, dude. Shit. Look at this.
I'm running out of toilet paper. Oh my god. All right, guys.
All right, guys.